Wheels up in 19 days. I am heading to Ouagadougou in Burkina Faso, land of the upright people, where His Excellency Captain Ibrahim Traore is ruling with dignity, sovereignty, and purpose in mind, where he has created a country that beckons me, inspires me, that is calling me. Burkina Faso is calling me home, not just to rest my ancestors, which is here, Wakanda forever. Not just that, but also so that I can help develop the nation, the Sahel states, the region, the continent, and the world, baby. It starts there as Burkina Bay in Burkina Faso for me. I don't know what your journey is, but that's mine. So as I contemplate all these things, fully understanding that wheels are up in 19 days, it's almost surreal for me. However, I will be streaming live all day so you can see the entire journey. Follow me now on YouTube. I'm shifting to YouTube. On a more serious note, I've been journaling, and I've tried to capture my feelings, like my emotions around this next chapter and what it means to my family and my friends and my neighbors. It's just not lost on me, those things. And oftentimes people don't talk about that part. So all that's in my ebook that I actually am the goal is to be finished with it before I go. The other big consideration and point that I am sitting and reflecting on and thinking about and praying on is a really big piece. And the African Diaspora Development Institute, which is the nonprofit, the amazing nonprofit that has been with us since the onset of this journey. We began in January, at least I started in January with my plans to get my citizenship in Burkina Faso, with them facilitating my journey. We learned, we're having weekly Zoom meetings, and they are so informative. They are so cautious and careful and in tune with us and respectful of our needs. Of course, with something this huge of an undertaking, there are some missteps, and they counter them. Baby, I love the ambassador. She's just wonderful. She is. She's gracious. She's knowledgeable. She understands. A Zimbabwean herself. She has dual citizenship. She actually, I don't know if she has dual citizenship. Let me not misstate, but I misstate anything. I do know that she has been living in America. I believe she has permanent residency. Yes, she has permanent residency here in America for maybe 15 years or so, if I'm not mistaken. But she is Zimbabwean, and I have many adoring friends. I just simply love them, who are Zimbabwean. Shout out Zimbabweans! Now, What I do want to circle back to is the emergency Zoom meeting we had on Monday night this past week. And we learned that their parliament there in Burkina Faso has been working on a new immigration policy. And part of that policy requires us to enter as permanent residents if we desire to get our citizenship. We must first be a permanent resident. And so when we our October visit, which we intended for it to be the citizenship ceremony, this is what His Excellency signed off. He was very purposeful and intentional about connecting with the folks in the diaspora and helping us to understand that Burkina Faso, Africa, needs us and we need them. So I am inclined to believe that he continues to feel that and want that. But he is also beholden to a parliament there. And the people of Burkina Faso feels as he does. They, though, also have an extra fiduciary duty to ensure that all the things are considered for the Burkina Bay people and for us, the diaspora, who are coming home with full intention to gain our citizenship. There are many things happening that we are not privy to, but the government is, and His Excellency is. And you know what? I'm going to go and get my permanent residency with the expedited pathway to citizenship. There are so many routes and detours and pivots we must take in life. So it's okay to be a bit sad. I want to say to nearly 1,000 sisters and brothers who are part of our cohort. It's okay to be disappointed. The Zoom call, guys, was quite emotional. One lady spoke and she talked about the transatlantic slave trade. And she talked about now in this day and time what it means to her to be welcomed home and not feeling like an immigrant or a person who doesn't have a home because we're here as a result of our ancestors being taken and enslaved hundreds of years ago. So I listened to all the comments. One gentleman talked about we must remember why we want to become citizens. Why? So that's what reinforced my purpose and my passion and my desire to continue my journey home. My why doesn't stop at a passport or being able to vote. My why goes much deeper than that, particularly since I will have a pathway. So our cohort will have a pathway to citizenship, and I'm just super excited about it. I want you to also know that this journey is so much bigger than me. I don't have all the answers. I don't know what tomorrow will bring. I just know who holds tomorrow. Like I know who holds tomorrow, and I know what he has put in my heart. So I am full force, unmoved, not bothered by this detour. I am not. Now, on another note, I also want to, and this is my final piece, I want you to understand why I am unmoved. This country, which is one of 50-something countries on the continent of Africa, I believe 54, has inspired me on every level. Like, it brings me joy to learn their history, which I have done over the last year and a half and continue to do. It brings me so much comfort to see what His Excellency and their parliament and the people are doing. I have such pride in seeing how resilient they are and how they are operating with integrity, even with us in this venture. We may not see it, but I assure you, if I had to trust any government with me, this is the one. So I'll keep you posted. Wheels up in 19. So excited. Talk to you later.